Hello, greetings. This is Gilles Mansillon. I wanted to make a break from those videos because I felt like I had to complete my process of transition. But Spirit is telling me inside, my inner guide is telling me that those videos are very useful and that it is better that I continue to make it. And so here I am again. It's like I'm trying to break that habit, but in a sense, it's a good habit. So I will continue to do that. I'm gonna, as long as I am called to do it, just put us a window here because there was a reflection. The paintings here is a portrait. It's a portrait I did as a series of portraits, but then it looks so much like a friend of mine. Her name is Mary, and so I called her. I sent her a picture. Maybe she'll come and see it. But it looks like her. It's a very charming portrait. I did like 50 portraits. They're really interesting. And this is part of a series of nude that I did in 2005, 2006, and so. But there was a reflection, so I put a window here, a curtain here. I wanted to say that what we want is to get in the flow, and never leave the flow, to allow ourselves to move. Sometimes the flow has like, there is like, sometimes there is rapids, and sometimes there is like, it's very quiet, and sometimes there is obstacle in the flow, and we need to find out how to go around it, how to eliminate but this flow is like, it's all knowing, it is made of all things, it is a river of life. And so I'm getting there, I'm getting to that flow, and also, but for a very long time I've been connected to the collective I am presence. And whenever you're connected to that, to this consciousness, this energy, life is mirroring you and amaze you in the understanding, in the initiation it can provide, and enlighten you about the aspects of your life. For God is the revealer of all things, of meaning and value within our life. Understanding we are all unique, and that our unique quality makes us magnificent, and when no one in the whole universe can replace you and who you are. For it is about knowing who we are, knowing thyself, knowing who we are, nothing more. For the oracle of Delphi was wise. Apollon is the god of wisdom, is the god of light, and he knew that. And so when he reveals that, he says that know thyself is when you know yourself, you know the whole universe, and you know the gods, and you know the creator. For we are one in a sense. And so once you know yourself, you'll know everybody else. So there's many people that pretend they know themselves, but they don't. Until you know yourself, then you will know everything else. For it is an expanding consciousness that we are moving through this program of unity, love, and inclusion. And so before we came into this physical matrix of reality, we had no clue. We were higher beings, we lived in the higher planes, but we had no clue about fear, about polarity, about physicality, about suffering. None of this was completely foreign to us. But as God created that as a program, we chose to participate in order to gain experience in that level. And the program will not end until we merge back to the source, we merge back to our God self, to the creator self. And so, and every program will eventually come. Some will take longer than others, but when we're ready for something, the door open. And so we also need to create this fifth dimensional body. For that, we need to unify the mental and the emotional, the yin and the yang, the intuitive and the rational. For the third dimension is the world of senses, what we accept as reality through our senses. The fourth dimension is the world of emotion, that there is more to life than the physical world. And so we ask questions about that. And once we find the fifth dimension, we find the resolution, all the answers of all our questions. As we move into this fifth dimensional body, we integrate a fifth dimensional light body. We slowly but surely we are being elevated, and we are able to move into the fifth dimensional earth. And so this is really what's coming up, what's coming ahead, and for all of us. Also understanding that the I am presence is always so much, for me, for 30 years, for 20 years, I've been 20 years, 25 years, I've been in communication with my I am presence, and this I am presence is very, it's a being that's amazing. It is the minister of all things within ourselves, but it's also, it knows all things about the past, it knows where we are, and it knows all things about the future. So although there is free will, it already knows the choice we're gonna make. It already knows where we'll be in a year from now. It already knows before we were born. It knew all the choices we were gonna make. It already knows where we'll be 10 lifetimes from now. It never forgot what we were 10 lifetimes from where we are. And so there is all the memories of the past, and then yet the choices are still self-determining from the choice we make at every moment. And so understanding that God is all-knowing, He knows the past, the present, and the future, yet He allows us this freedom to make those choices, understanding that all the details are not worked out when we come into an incarnation, but the great lines of our life are already planned by our soul. We cannot escape certain things. We can delay, we can accelerate, we can move to the right or the left, but eventually the soul will get its lesson, will get will fulfill its mission. And so this, in essence, this is what I wanted to talk about, to understand also when we tune into this I am presence, it is something amazing. I wish to know my I am presence. I want to return to my soul. I know my soul is a divine, incredible being that is beyond anything I can even fathom at this point. I'm just having fragment of it. But my I am presence is even greater. And so I want to become one with my I am presence, to be seated within my I am presence and to remain there so I can flow with the flow. And this is really what is happening, what is going on. We are moving towards that ascension process. And so the highest wisdom for us today is knighthood. We want to be strong, we want to be fearless, we want to be blameless, and we want to be able to defend the weak. And so it is about this nobility. What we need to understand is the orphan, is this disconnection from source. But now we need to reconnect from that source. Sometimes we feel isolated within this planet. It's a lonely planet. It's the only one of rare planet in the universe where we feel like we're the only planet in the universe. It is completely it is a very difficult, dark programs to believe that, to be disconnected from the love of God. And then what we need to do is to understand the monk or the nun, to gather all our energy, not to allow ourselves to be distracted by the outer world, to connect to the inside as much as possible. What we need to do is the lessons and the good deeds and the benefits. So it's like there is everything built. So it is all about karma, but balancing out. There is the lesson that we need to learn, we need to integrate without judgment, and then after that there is the release. And the outcome is figure of authority. We want to become a figure of authority. Our truth, believe in your own heart, in your own truth, and be your truth to enlighten the world. So you can be strong in being an authority on your life. You don't have to be an authority on anybody else's life, but you want to be an authority on your life. As soon as we elevate ourselves in higher wisdom, we become an authority over all life, because wisdom dominates the power of life. For it is part of the law. I'm looking forward to integrate, to become one with the law. I still have certain aspect that kind of like I move into the law, I move into the flow, and then there is certain energies that come and bring me out of it, and sometimes I could return to it immediately and let go totally, but there is still this part of me that is not but it is all coming, it is progressive, and it's all coming very quickly, actually. So it is, we should be in gratitude and surrender for whatever is to come. I'm going to finish with a song. I didn't know what to sing, so I pulled out a song by random, and this one it's an easy song. It's a beautiful song. It's a love song. It was originally by Todd Duncan. It's called The Enchained Melody. It goes like this. Oh, my love, my darling, I've hunger for your touch, a long, lonely time, and time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much. Are you still mine? I need your love. I need your love. Godspeed your love to me. Lonely rivers flow to the sea, to the sea. In the open arms of the sea, lonely rivers cry, wait for me, wait for me. I'll be coming home, wait for me. Oh, my love, my darling, I hunger for your touch, a long, lonely time, And time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much. Are you still mine? I need your love. I need your love. God speed your love to me. Thank you. Beautiful song. Originally, I knew of that song from a version of Elvis Presley, but I think it was an older song and it was taken in a movie also. I'm not really sure which one, but it is beautiful, very romantic song. I'm going to pull one last card to finish to see what the angelic guidance may be for the day. And it is the mission. We have a mission to fulfill here. So we have to, sometimes I feel like my mission is done here. I don't want to be here anymore. So, but God says, no, you have a destiny, you have a mission, you have to hang on. And so I'm hanging on. I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you very much. And I'll talk to you later. Namaste.